And as we mentioned, Congress goes back to work this morning trying to avoid the fiscal cliff. If there is no agreement by midnight and we go over the cliff, economists predict America will go back into a recession.
Here's what will happen starting tomorrow. Income taxes would increase $2,400 a year for families with an annual income of $50,000 to $75,000. Their Social Security taxes would also go up on average $1,000 a year. And some 2 million jobless Americans stand to lose their federal unemployment benefits. In all, the Congressional Budget Office says going over the cliff could cost the country more than 3 million jobs in 2013. We begin our coverage with Nancy Cordes on Capitol Hill. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony. Well, Senate leaders had hoped to have an agreement by yesterday. They didn't. Negotiators were here late last night, and it does appear that they are now much closer on that main issue, which is the Bush tax cuts and who gets to keep them. The question is whether the two sides can make it the rest of the way before tonight's deadline.
Senators filled the halls Sunday hoping they'd have a deal to vote on. But just before 6, the Senate leader sent them home.
There's still significant distance between the two sides, but negotiations continue.
Those talks hit a snag Sunday when Democrats missed a self-imposed deadline to deliver a counterproposal to Republican leader Mitch McConnell.
It's now 2 p.m., and we've yet to receive a response to our good faith offer.
Democratic leader Harry Reid said the gulf over taxes was still too wide, and he indicated the White House might be tying his hands.
I've had a number of conversations with the president, and at this stage we're not able to make a counteroffer.
So Senator McConnell called the vice president, who he served with in the Senate for 24 years. The two men spoke several times Sunday.
I want everyone to know I'm willing to get this done, but I need a dance partner.
Democrats want to let the Bush-era tax cuts expire for all household income over $250,000 a year. Republicans would rather set the cutoff at around $500,000 or keep the tax cuts in place for everyone. The two sides are also at odds over the estate tax rate, which currently stands at 35% but is set to revert to 55%. Even if Senate leaders do strike a deal and pass a bill today, it would still need to go up for a vote in the House. But at this point, many members are just hoping their leaders can come up with something, if only to show that Congress is competent.
I don't think anyone here is going to benefit from a calamity happening in this country's economy.
Any agreement, if they do come up with one today, is not likely to include significant spending cuts, entitlement cuts like the president was trying to work out with Speaker Boehner. Republicans seem to have accepted that they're just running out of time on that front. Democrats appear to have accepted that they're going to become a big bargaining chip in the next fight that's coming up, which is over the debt ceiling in January and February. Anthony and Nora.
Nancy Cordes, thank you.